Hey, everybody. It is Tuesday, and we're going to start talking about preparing our monologue. So, you should have gotten your monologue already and printed it out, hopefully, because now it's time to prepare for performance. First thing you're going to do is read your script multiple times. The first time you read your script, it's going to be for enjoyment. The next time is for to gain more understanding for goals, themes, and conflicts. And the third time, you're going to analyze as an actor. You're marking your initial beats here with a little slash mark. Now, how do you determine goals, themes, and conflicts? By answering these questions, of course. What does my character want? What are they willing to do to get it? Who or what is in their way? Does my character get what they want? What price was paid? Does the want change? Very important question. Now, after you get that, it's time to drop the beats. Wooka wooka. Oh, yeah, I went there. Okay, so what are beats? Beats in the beginning are when an actor pauses, changes during a scene or monologue. However, beats are much more than just pauses. They're sections in the monologue that change anytime the dynamic changes, emotion or purpose. There's a change in beat. Now, deciding where these beats are in your monologue or dialogue is an important step in deciding how you will perform your monologue. So, changes in emotion and purpose are what makes acting interesting. If you're having difficulty finding these changes in these beats, then this monologue may not be the best monologue for you. So, keep that in mind. If you can't find the changes, find a different monologue. All right. So, uh, now that we have established that, I want you guys to take a look at this.
Hello, guys.
Video about how to break down the script. Today, I'm going to show you a little bit about how to mark your beats. So, as you saw, when we were looking at the PowerPoint, a beat is not just a pause. It's any time that there is a change in entrances and exits, or thought, or tactic, something along those lines. Anytime you see that, you have a beat. So when you're looking at your monologue, this is what you want to do. You want to look for everything that can sort of signify where something changes, an emotion changes, a thought, anything like that. So, when we start to mark our script, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to mark where we start our monologue and where we end our monologue. This is going to give us a place to start and a place to finish. Think of your script as a GPS, right? And your beats and all of your markings on it are directions to get from start to end. And there are many ways you can get places, right? When you're looking at your GPS, it'll give you alternate routes and tell you how long it'll take to get there. It's the same with your script. I'm old school, so I have to say that my script is a roadmap to where I'm going with my monologue. So, a lot of what I do here is really going to be my choice based on my acting preferences. So let's look at this monologue. This is a monologue from Brighton Beach Memoirs. It is a character named Blanche, and she's talking to her daughter. Now, her daughter wants to go off and join this theater company and be an actress and dancer on Broadway. And a director came up to her and asked her to do it, and she wants to go and do it. But her mom basically puts the decision on her uncle, and instead of making the decision herself. So her daughter is upset with her and just kind of lashes out at her about everything, about not being able to make the decision herself, and her sister caring more about her sister than her, and because her sister is sick. So the daughter just comes out with it, just really lays it on. right before this. So this is Blanche's response. Needless to say, when you see here, hesitates trying to recover. This is suggested, this is what the actual original actor or actress did. And so they put it in the script. You don't have to do it this way. This was their choice on how they did it. Hesitates trying to recover. So, the first line, and you'll see these ... dots. This is an automatic beat. Okay. This is an automatic beat because, and it's a long beat because you see the little dots there. All right. So there's definitely a hesitation there. So that's a beat. And then she starts in, I'm not going to let you hurt me, Nora. And I think she would have a beat there because her first line, I'm not going to let you hurt me, Nora. That's almost timid, almost as if she is finding her voice. And I'm not going to let you tell me that I don't love you or that I haven't tried to give you as much as I gave Laurie. God knows I'm not perfect as much because enough angry people in this house told me so tonight. All right. So all of these pauses, all of these ... dots are automatic pauses. So we can go ahead just by looking at this script. I don't even have to read it. I know there's a pause there. I know there's a beat. So I'm going to mark it with my little beat. Okay, so I'm not going to let you hurt me, Nora. I'm not going to let you tell me that I don't love you. I feel a beat there. I feel like this is a change of not necessarily a thought, but she's thinking of something. I'm not going to let you hurt me, Nora. I'm not going to let you tell me that I don't love you. Basically, when you are marking beats, that is what you are doing. You are going through and you are finding where those moments are. And it sounds like pauses, but they're moments. They're moments of intent, tactic, thought, anything of that nature. You want a change of emotion from anger to sadness to despair. And next thing we're going to do when we start talking about actioning our script, that's when we're going to break down this even further. But this is where we start. This is the kind of starting to break it down, running through it, finding places where we can frame or where we can have moments here or beats that really help us to sell this monologue. Now, again, these are my beats. Your beats may look completely different for this monologue. Your vision of this monologue could be completely different than mine, and that's okay. But that's what you want to do when you're going through your monologue is go through it, figure out, see how it's going to sound. So this is what I have right now. And forgive me, this is a very cold read because this is a first time I've read this today. So I apologize if I mess it up, but I'm going to do my best. So I'm going to show you what this, with these beats here, what that sounds like. All right, so here it goes. I am not going to let you hurt me, Nora. I'm not going to let you tell me that I don't love you or that I haven't tried to give you as much as I gave Laurie. God knows I'm not perfect because enough angry people in this house told me so tonight. But I am not going to be a doormat for all the frustrations and unhappiness that you or Aunt Kate or anyone else wants to lay at my feet. I did not create this universe. I do not decide who lives and dies, or who's rich or poor, or who feels loved and who feels deprived. If you feel cheated that Laurie gets more than you, then I feel cheated that I had a husband who died at 36. And if you keep on feeling that way, you'll end up like me, with something much worse than loneliness or helplessness. And that's self-pity. Believe me, there is no leg that's twisted or bent that is more crippling than a human being who thrives on his own misfortunes. I am sorry, Nora, that you feel unloved, and I will do everything I can to change it. Except apologize for it. I am tired of apologizing. After a while, it becomes your life's work, and it doesn't bring any money into this house. If it's taken your pain and Aunt Kate's anger to get me to start living again, then God will give me the strength to make it up to you. But I will not go back to being that frightened, helpless woman that I created. I've already buried someone I love. Now it's time to bury someone I hate. All right. And scene. I think that's a thing there. Okay, so that's kind of what that sounds like. Now, when we go through, and that was my first initial reading of that. I may change something later. I may change the way I deliver it. When I start breaking it down even further, I may find different ways, and that's okay. It's okay to change it. That's one of the beauties of acting, is that you reinvent characters. You find things, little things that you maybe not have seen the day before, or maybe you tried it and it sounded good, and so you're like, oh, I like the way I said that. Yeah, that changes the intent. So that's one of the cool things of acting. So that's why we always work in pencil. Please do not do this in pen when you start marking your script, because it can change. I don't know if you noticed, but a couple of times I kind of changed things or added things. So it can change. It will change. Don't be afraid to change it. You don't have to have it the same all the time. Okay, so that's how you mark your beats, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully that helped you to kind of understand what you're going to be doing. So now it's time for you to go do your script. So what you're going to do is you're going to mark your script pretty much like I just did. And then you are going to take a picture of it. And then you're going to upload it into Canvas for your grade. That's what you're going to do. And I'll put all that in the notes, but that is exactly what we're doing. Hopefully you got that. If you have any questions, please talk to me or your other teachers if you are at Kane or Utley, and they can definitely help you. They may see this monologue completely different, and that's okay. Just hopefully you understood kind of what beats do and how they can be used to help an actor deliver a monologue or script, dialogue, monologue, whatever. All right. I will see y'all later. Get to work.